since the defendant is attempting to determine whether they can respond to the regulator's request for a compel over the CC's move. The legal dispute between Ripple and the US SEC is getting more heated. In its response to Ripple's petition to release audited financial accounts for the years 2022 and 2023, as well as the post-complaint contracts controlling institutional sales of XRP, the SEC has received a new motion from Ripple requesting authorization to submit a surreply. Skilled attorney James Kite Fan has always kept everyone informed on the latest developments in the SEC versus Ripple case. On January 23, the USSC provided a response. In response to the SEC's letter, the SEC has previously refuted Riverside's allegations and stated that the data it seeks will support its position in the remedies lawsuit. Ripple persuaded Judge Sarah Netburn to grant permission to submit a mail reply in the early hours of yesterday in order to heighten intrigue. In order to have the motion prepared for the court's approval, Ripple included the surreply with it. According to Ripple, who asserted that the idea was false in the Xenov class action, the SEC claim that producing the post-complaint contracts would burden Ripple was not specific in their case. The document states that the purpose of the surreply is to correct the significant factual errors made by the SEC in its most recent reply. Using the example of its institutional sales as an example, Ripple claimed that the SEC had recently produced all of the XRP sales contracts from 2020 to 2023. The XRP-affiliated business stated that the SEC's discovery request includes all of XRP's distributions. In support of their earlier claim, Ripple noted that donations and XRP-related contributions are also included in the post-contracts that the SEC is searching for. The court categorized these transactions as non-investment contracts in July 2023, and they related to various distributions. Ripple further contended that the court ought to disregard the factual errors raised by the SEC in their reply. Judge Netburn must now decide whether to permit Ripple's. In response, the magistrate will determine whether Ripple or the SEC will receive the ruling. If the court rules in favor of the SEC, Ripple may be required to provide the audited financial accounts for the years 2022 and 2023, as well as the post-complaint contracts pertaining to institutional sales. If the court finds in favor of Ripple, however, the company may choose to withhold these documents. The parties to the remedies action are needed to submit their briefs between March 13 and April 29 during the discovery phase pertaining to remedies. The case is currently slated to conclude on February 12. A $15 million settlement was reached in a private deal to resolve issues between Ripple and last year. Ripple stated that because the parties had mutually agreed to keep the information confidential, the company had not been able to fulfill its payment commitments for over 400 XRP transfers. The $15 million court battle between the Singaporean cryptocurrency payment company Ripple Labs and the UK-based financial technology company GCC Exchange is now officially over. The conflict initially centered on claims that payments for XRP transfers had not been made. In an exclusive interview, Yash Rajas, the head of the GCC Exchange, discussed his views on resolution in response to a query regarding the specifics of the ongoing legal battle. The dispute between Ripple and GCC Exchange UK Limited has been resolved. Neither party has accepted responsibility for the disagreement, and a confidential settlement agreement has been negotiated. The announcement was made in a recent X remark by prominent XRP user Wrath of Komin, who had sued its business partner GCC Rem Intent for $15 in past due payments. After a confidential settlement was reached, the parties engaged in a secret agreement, and Ripple has now abandoned the case to safeguard their use of AUDL. The High Court of Justice of England and Wales had declared GCC Exchange liable for past due fees pertaining to more than 40,000 XRP transactions, and Ripple dismissed its complaint against them. In response to a question regarding the ongoing dispute with Ripple, the director of GCC Exchange UK Limited disclosed some details about the settlement talks in an interview conducted only for Yash, without accepting full responsibility for the issue. The exchange had denied any wrongdoing. The plaintiff had requested settlement of the unpaid invoices and the accumulation of late fines, totaling over $14 billion in the September case. Yash acknowledged the conclusion, stating that the parties had reached a secret settlement agreement. He saw this as a significant advancement for GCC Exchange UK Limited, enabling the business to concentrate on its development, objectives, and strategic vision. Kenya and Ghana are included in the GCC exchange's African growth. The business has a track record of success in Pakistan. Director Yash for Bangladesh and India is primarily concerned with strategically growing the branch network and improving customer service through employee training. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is attempting to force Ripple to turn over certain documents as part of the ongoing legal battle, despite Ripple's protests. Given that each side has 1 month to present their case related to XRP price analysis, the SEC has moved to force Ripple to disclose its financial accounts and institutional sales contracts for the fiscal year. One of the most well-known cryptocurrencies in terms of market value, on Wednesday, XRP caused a tidal wave of speculation that engulfed the entire cryptocurrency market. The token has since reported yet another massive whale transaction, which is the reason behind the recently leaked on-chain data in the cryptocurrency space. This move has sparked widespread interest worldwide, and the transaction's appearance during the bearish swing of the Ripple backcoin suggests that other cryptocurrency implications are in the works. Meanwhile, it appears that the current whale movement is reflected in the token price, which has dropped recently to 5 cents. Thorough examination of the XRP whale discharge anonymous sender just delivered 29.5 million XRP to Bitstamp, a Luxembourg city company. According to data published by the blockchain monitoring platform Whale Alert, the total sum that has been transferred is an astounding $14.95 million. Bitcoin market traders and investors showed a great deal of interest in the previously described move, which was triggered by the registered wallet address. At the same time, the price of XRP continued to decline, which is consistent with the whale transaction. The same address appears to have offloaded significant amounts of XRP in the past. Code Media previously reported that the same whale has increased the number of transactions as a result of Ripple's recent stake acquisition in Bitstamp. Meanwhile, XRP market sentiment appears to be extremely negative in the SEC versus crowd machine litigation. This is an intriguing coincidence with the asset's recent price drop. The top legal officer at Coinbase is contesting the court's ruling, which coincides with the token's recent decline in value due to the unloading narrative and other news. If Kaiser is correct, XRP will have a major impact on 2 projects that are being investigated as potential enhancements that could boost XRP's appeal. The price of XRP is still declining, reflecting a notable decline of 1.95 in the last 24 hours and a monthly drop of 16.43. Evernote and Zaha, both created by Ripple, are currently garnering a lot of attention in addition to criticism and acclaim from prominent people like Kaiser and experts alike. That's all for now.